Are Uber and Lyft drivers actually employees already? Find out in today's video. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. This channel is specifically for Uber and Lyft drivers, but if you're a passenger or if you just like watching Uber and Lyft videos or videos about rideshare and the gig economy, then this video and channel is for you. So smash the thumbs up button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you know, always get notified whenever I post a video, right? Makes sense, right? Maybe not. Yeah, so today, the Los Angeles Times, LA Times, huge company, great guys, great writers, great paper. They came out with an article today. They said, I love when big companies write about Uber and Lyft drivers. Uber and Lyft drivers are taking over. People are saying, oh yeah, Uber and Lyft strikes, you know, they never work. This is proof that they do, because why? The media responds, and then, you know, it could just take one or two people going on a strike, and then one newspaper makes an article about it, and all of a sudden millions of people know about it. And, you know, people do things. So strikes do work, guys. Drivers doing things to get their voice heard does work. Look at this, the LA Times today, they said, call Uber and Lyft drivers what they are, employees. The LA Times is urging California to call drivers employees. If you don't know what's going on in California right now, the state assembly wrote a bill. California Assembly wrote a bill saying Uber and Lyft drivers should be classified as employees. They basically said all gig workers who, you know, work freelance should be classified as employees, including like truck drivers, Uber and Lyft drivers, DoorDash, food delivery drivers, Instacart, grocery shoppers, should be classified as employees for three reasons. One, a set wage. Two, employee benefits. And three, the right to unionize. And so Uber and Lyft has responded and saying, no, we don't want our drivers to be employees, you know, we can't afford it, you know, hush hush. That's probably, you know, why they're doing it. But they also, you know, they want to say our business model will not work. They didn't say it will not work, but they said it would be detrimental if we made our drivers employees. Probably because they can't afford it. Maybe they can, but Uber is spending a lot of money on driverless cars, let's face it. You know, millions and millions and millions of dollars every single day. Well, maybe not every day, every month at least. There was like a report that said 20 million a month on driverless cars. So I actually know people who are working on driverless cars at Uber. Pretty crazy stuff. But anyways, LA Times responded and saying, call them who they are. They spoke up and said, this is David Wale. Do you guys know who this is? David Wale. Let's see who this is. Yes, I am in my car. I just moved out of my apartment, so this is where I spend most of my time now. David Wale. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. Oh, that was a really old article, 1918. Wow. I don't know who this guy is, but anyways, look at this. Pay drivers a living wage. Uber and Lyft are mounting a full court press to convince policymakers in California that their drivers should be classified as independent contractors and not employees. Uber's chief executive and Lyft's founders claim that the designation is critical for companies. They recently argued, we can make independent work better if we update century-old employment laws. In other words, don't change our business models, just change the law. Yeah, pretty, you know, pretty ballsy of Uber and Lyft to say that. They just said, change the law, don't change us. As a former head of federal agency that some of these laws, which are nowhere near a century old. Oh, so this is the former head of the federal agency that enforces some of those laws. He's writing back. Oh my gosh, this is huge, guys. He's actually the guy who wrote the bill. He said, he literally just told Uber, let's call them employees. This is crazy. I understand the complexity of this issue. There's certainly companies who work Uber and Lyft not among those gray area cases. Their status as employees is really quite clear, and though that designation would reduce their profits, it wouldn't be a threat to their existence. Wow, this guy knows what he's talking about, and he's not afraid to say it. Let's start with the basic question of these companies and how they are doing. Uber and Lyft are technology platforms that connect customers needing transit from A to B with drivers who operate as independent contractors. Really? If you provide a service whose corporate name is so dominant and pervasive that it's become a verb, it suggests you have created a strong brand. Don't until Uber and Lyft. Most of us follow the same advice we gave our children. Don't get in cars with strangers. People jump into a car with a U on it because they view it as part of a larger company they trust. Why would our capital markets value digital enabler of hitchhiking a $75 billion or $25 billion? Those values reflect investments in a brand and a belief that those companies can deliver on. You provide a service, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, guys. In other words, these companies have created a sophisticated management system to achieve their core strategic ends. It just so happens to be a management system based on software rather than human beings. Yeah, Uber and Lyft insist that they cannot survive if they can no longer treat their drivers as independent contractors. Yes, this would be more costly given the higher cost. Uber and Lyft would have to deploy fewer drivers on the platforms than they do under the present system. So they would have to fire drivers if, according to this guy, if the employment bill passes. So basically what he's saying is that Uber and Lyft drivers are already employees. They're already doing employee work. Because I guess the definition of an employee, this is really important. The California government came out with this in the bill. They said, don't quote me on this specifically, but this is, I'm paraphrasing. They said, an employee is considered someone who does a necessary function of a company, right? So if you have somebody doing work that is necessary for the company to function, that is the definition of employee. Well, look at Uber. What do drivers do? The necessary function of the Uber app to work. So therefore, drivers are employees based on that logic. So that's pretty much what this guy David Wale from LA Times is saying, as well as the California state government. You know, pretty much, from what I understand. Could be wrong, but that's my opinion, or my understanding, I guess. So it is really interesting. We will see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. Are drivers already doing employee work and not receiving benefits? If that actually gets proven, guys, this will probably, drivers will probably sue from all the work they've done and not receiving any benefits, any wage. This could actually, now that I think about it, this could actually bankrupt Uber, because there will be so many lawsuits, because they will just say, well, we've been working for years already without any employee benefits, you know, no health care. Imagine all the doctor visits that people will say, oh, well, Uber should have been paying for this the whole time. It's pretty nuts. Let me know your thoughts down below. I guess I'll make an update video once this law gets passed, or doesn't get passed. It'll probably be in about 2 weeks. They said July 10th to the 19th, somewhere along then. I think I got an email saying that. So in about 2 weeks, I think will be the end of the hearing, and then I guess they'll make a decision. I don't really know exactly how it works, but I'm pretty sure. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Later, guys. Peace.